far as election 2016, some voters in Florida demanding a recount. They are suing, claiming that Hillary Clinton won the state, defeated Donald Trump. And now they want a recount, a hand recount of all the ballots. Let's talk about this with Rick Mullaney, director of Jacksonville University's Public Policy Institute. Rick, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Good morning, Bruce.
First of all, time's not on their side.
Time is not on their side. The electors are meeting on December 19th. Federal law requires that states report their results 6 days prior to that. That's December 13th. That's 1 week from today. And as we know in Florida, that is a hard and fast deadline.
Now, I know that you were legal counsel when it came to the recount back in 2000, but this is nothing like that.
This is nothing like that. Was an automatic recount due to the closeness of that election. You may remember that George Bush won by 537 votes. Here, Donald Trump won by about 1.5%, over 100,000 votes. So this is not an automatic recount. And unlike Wisconsin, Florida does not have a provision that says you can simply pay for a recount. However, a citizen or a candidate can file a lawsuit contesting the election. That's what's happened here.
You just mentioned Wisconsin. This has nothing to do with Jill Stein and the Green Party's efforts.
It has absolutely nothing to do with that. Jill Stein cannot get a recount in Florida. Under the law of Michigan and in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, she's able to go forward there. Different laws in Florida. Here, this is being filed on behalf of Florida voters, and what they're doing is contesting the election, claiming irregularities, hacking, malfunction of equipment, those kinds of allegations. Easier to make the allegations than to prove them, but that's what's in the lawsuit.
This is a long shot at best. That said, what's going to come out of it?
Probably not very much. I think even the plaintiff himself admitted that the real chance is that this will not even be resolved before a week from today. The long shot is kind. It really is unlikely to change the outcome. And by the way, keep in mind, Donald Trump won 306 electoral votes. To change the outcome, even if you reverse Florida, he still wins. And in the recounts with Jill Stein, she'd have to change all 3 states for that to change. So really, realistically, you're not looking at changing the outcome.
Is there a political undercurrent here? And is somebody trying to prove a point by saying, you had Donald Trump who stormed through election 2016 and said that the system was rigged. If he really believed that he should be on board with that. Are they just trying to prove a point?
I think there's 2 camps here. One, certainly our disappointment among some people who supported Hillary Clinton. That is a part of this. They don't have the highest profile, but they're certainly behind that and here in Florida. Jill Stein, of course, the allegation by Donald Trump is that she's raising her profile. She clearly is. She's raising a lot of money. And even if she's putting it in a segregated account, she's developing those fundraising lists for the future. So some do allege that there's a political motivation for Jill Stein as well as a political motivation in the Florida lawsuit.
And just theoretically, what would happen if there was some meat to this and Hillary won?
I don't know. I don't think Donald Trump, who said, "I'll keep you in suspense," I don't think he'd take it kindly. That is the longest of long shots. Remember, for Jill Stein, she'd have to change the results in all 3 states.
Right.
Even if you did Florida by itself, it doesn't change the outcome. Realistically, this isn't going to change the outcome. However, and in Wisconsin so far, there hasn't been a change. So we'll wait and see, but I don't expect it to change anything.
Rick, thank you very much. From a storm in the weather center to a storm in the political center. Keep up with political news, and to watch this interview again, it'll be posted at about 10:30 this morning on newsforjax.com. You'll find it on the morning show page.